Hey everyone, my name is Dana Lysing. I am a hairdresser and a salon owner in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I want to tell you a little bit about how I'm planning for my holiday season, my salon, our appointments, our inventory, what we're doing with the team. We know this year it's been a little crazy with the pandemic, so I want to tell you about what I'm doing in my salon to get prepared for hopefully a very busy holiday season. I've been a hairdresser for over 25 years. And I've been a salon owner for 18 years. I've had 2 salons in that time. The salon that I'm currently in is just coming up to its 6-year anniversary. This video is brought to you today by mywellastore.com, where you can purchase all your salon needs from retail and color and have them shipped directly to your salon or your home. My business model in the salon is full team. So everyone in the salon works on a commission-based platform. Obviously, the front desk team and the associate team work on an hourly model, but everybody is full commission-based, full salon team. Currently, right now, we have 19 hairdressers in-house. Yeah, so we were shut down for a total of almost 12 weeks. We had an order from our Dr. Bonnie Henry, who's been quite prominent here up in Canada. The order was to shut all the way till the 31st of May. She did open that up that people that were prepared could open up on the 19th of May, but we stayed closed until the 31st. I took that extra week to really hammer out all of our policies and protocols about how we were going to reopen. We had the opportunity to design new schedules and put people in cohorts so we could then, before the salon opened, we trained them in cohorts about how we were going to change some of our daily habits to make sure that we can incorporate what our WorkSafe organization here in Canada was telling us to do. And then it also gave me a week to bring in the front desk team to start rebooking appointments that had been canceled during the pandemic. So I took that extra time just to be really prepared and to really train everyone so that we could have a strong opening and stay open. So 19 stylists is a lot of people, and our biggest challenge was getting everybody back to work. That was really our biggest challenge. My salon was already open 7 days a week, and we already were open for services for 10 hours a day. So what we're doing right now is we're keeping our weekend days at a 10-hour day. So everyone can work a weekend day and pull a full 10-hour day. We are offering through Monday through Friday, we moved to basically a 12 to 13-hour business model where we have shifts that will run from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We have a half an hour turnover time, and then we have shifts that run from 3:30 to 9:30 in the evening. And this way we could start to shift our chairs so we could manage the amount of people that were in salon at one time, but still be able to offer an opportunity for everybody to come back to work. So our full time looks a little bit more like 34, 36 hours a week instead of 40, but it was an opportunity for us to manage how many stylists were in the salon at the same time. I do have 18 chairs. 4 of those chairs are a color bar, so we can use that for processing or overflow, or if you have a situation where you have to squeeze a client in. But it's definitely been a difficult balance. Writing schedules, I think, is one of the most crucial things that you do as a salon owner, but I also think it's one of the hardest things you do because it affects everybody, and you want to make sure that you have buy-in from the team. You don't want people working schedules they don't like. I think from a place of salon ownership this year, I've been really focused on morale and culture and making sure that the team is happy and they feel successful so that they can work and feel great every day, because that's so important. So I think consultations are very important and a crucial part of getting your hair done. I think in a smaller environment, virtual consultations work very well. It isn't something that we implemented. When we had a team meeting with all of our stylists, we talked about how are we going to make sure that appointments are booked properly. Because what you don't want is a client showing up to get something done and it hasn't been booked properly. You don't have enough time. And then you have to reschedule the appointment, which is really challenging for the hairdresser, for the salon, for everyone. What we've been doing instead of virtual consultations, we found that very difficult on the front desk, is we have been having clients email in a few photos of what their hair looks like, a few photos of what they're going for, and that way we can have some type of communication before they show up. But it's really just for the clients that either have had a mistake that they're trying to fix, they're trying to have a massive change, or they're trying to do something that isn't a maintenance appointment. For clients that are booking for a maintenance appointment, then those clients can just book in and have that face-to-face consultation the day of their appointment. One of the things that we did do with the leadership group in my salon is that we did arrange a group of questions. So the front desk could ask a set of questions to the client over the phone to really narrow down exactly what's going on, what they need, and a way that we can plan for anything that might show up that's going to be a little bit out of the normal or something that could be, a time changer. So yeah, we didn't do the virtual like face-to-face FaceTime consultations, but we are doing them online. So last year, actually, before the pandemic, my business coach helped me put together a leadership group in the salon. It is a group of actually, that's not true. It's a group of 5 hairdressers and 1 team member from the front desk. We meet now on Zoom, but before the pandemic, we met in person once a month. And it was just an opportunity for us to talk about challenges. The hairdressing team leads would bring any challenges the hairdressers have. The front desk would bring any challenges that the associate team or the front desk is having. And we would basically work out some challenges. Once everybody came back to work, this leadership team became crucial not after the pandemic, but after the closure, because we were actually meeting every 2 weeks on Zoom, and the team could bring up really crucial, important things so that I could be really proactive and very action-based and started changing things really quickly that weren't working. We need this in this area. This was working here, but it's not working anymore. Those kinds of things, so that we could really be on the pulse of what was making the hairdressers happy and what was working for the clients. And we could continue after we opened making changes that made the salon function better, flow better, and made everybody happier. So yeah, they're a big part of my life because they help me do my job better, and they really are on the floor every day with clients and hairdressers. So what they're telling me is actual needs of the business that I need to react to. So they're crucially important to me. At this time, and not even before the pandemic or the closure, did we do house calls? That's not really a thing for us. Pretty much nobody drives anymore, so it would be people getting on the bus or in a taxi getting to someone's house. The only time we've ever done house calls is if there's a client getting ready for a special occasion or potentially a wedding where they might go out. But I think especially after the closure and during the pandemic, I think the team feels safer to have guests and clients follow the protocol that we've put into place and come into our environment where we know everything's sterile, where we know everything has been cleaned and sanitized properly. And from their opinion, their health and safety is, I think, better managed in-house in the salon for us. So no, it's not something we ever used to do, and definitely not something we did during the closure. And I don't think it's something that we're going to do in the future. I think add-on services are an amazing way for hairdressers in the salon to really boost their finances and really boost their paychecks. So I think it's an important part of when you're coaching and developing your team. I think it's a really important part about really teaching team members how to properly lean into the client in the consultation and figure out what they really want and figure out what their real challenges are. They might be only booked for a partial foil and a haircut, but one of their biggest challenges is frizz, and we have an add-on treatment that can solve that for them. So I think what we really want to do is lean into the consultation and figure out what does the client really want and what are their biggest challenges, and do we have the solutions to solve those challenges? Now, in my salon, a majority of hairdressers used to be what we call book-back artists, meaning when the color is processing, they take another client in the processing time and they work with assistants to manage a double booked day. Now, with the basically recommendations that came in from WorkSafe and the in-salon capacity for stylists and clients, being a book back artist isn't really something that's possible. So one of the things that we really talked about when I retrained my team to come back to work was, this is your opportunity to use that time wisely. This is your opportunity to really lean in. You know, you don't have another client coming in 45 minutes. You know, you have this processing time to work with. See that as an opportunity. Lean into your guests, figure out what they really need. You do have time to do that toner. You do have time to do a treatment. You do have time to maybe do a 3/4 head of foil instead of a partial. You've got that time in the processing, you've got that extra opportunity. So really lean in and use it. So we have really found that our hairdressers have really taken on that opportunity, and some of them have been able to supplement their income through add-ons and extra services instead of just having that extra client in the booking. I've also noticed, because the clients, or pardon me, the hairdressers aren't so pressured with such a tight day, they're really spending the time at the front desk doing the proper close with their clients, talking to them about home care, making sure they rebook that next appointment, making sure they feel confident how to style their hair at home. And these are the keys that really build your business. Making sure a client doesn't leave that salon before they rebook that next appointment, making sure your client has the proper tools to recreate their hair at home, that's what builds your business. And I think that those are the things that I've really been trying to focus on. So I think during the pandemic and the closure, affiliate programs are one of the greatest things that came out of it. Not every salon is able to be fully stocked with retail, especially during this time. And not every salon is able to build an e-commerce store to begin to be a part of the platform of online sales. So the affiliate programs are a wonderful way for your clients to purchase online without you having to do any of the work to build an e-commerce store. And you as the business and you as the hairdresser get a kickback, get your commission from your clients when they're purchasing online, because they're using your code, which I think is an amazing thing that all manufacturers are being a part of. My salon is fully stocked with retail. I know that in a small business and in a brick and mortar business, if you're out of a product, your clients are probably not going to drive back in 3 days and pick that up. They are going to look for it elsewhere. They are going to purchase it online. My husband, who's a tech guy, helped me build an e-commerce store while we were closed, and I moved to that platform as quickly as I could to keep my salon open for retail sales, keep my salon open in the sense of we were doing business, we just weren't doing services. So I think the affiliate programs are an amazing way to offer that opportunity to smaller businesses or people that just don't have the ability to have that e-commerce store in-house. Yeah, so one of the other things that I did while we were closed, I got a lot done, it was really nice, is I switched salon software systems. So I switched to a salon software system that offered me all kinds of marketing, online booking. They even built me an app for my online booking, so my clients can have an app on their phone. It has the opportunity for clients to rebook in the salon. It has an opportunity for them to rebook online. My website and my e-commerce is separate than that, but that also has the opportunity for clients to connect directly to the website and book directly online. So with retail and inventory, I think this is a really important part of all salon business. We do an inventory count on 1 week, and then the second week goes into retail and a back bar order. Most of our retail and our back bar is ordered together. So when you order your retail for your shelf, you'll then go ahead and order your back bar. You can do them. We normally do them together, and then the inventory of each line is done on the opposite week, so we can kind of control all of that. Holiday promotions usually come out for us from almost all of our manufacturers are going to come out, early September, late September, and we're going to sit down. I usually sit down with my general manager, a couple of the hairdressers in house, usually the leadership team, and talk about what we feel like we want to do for the holiday season. And now, obviously this year with the closure and the pandemic, I think we're being really sensitive. I think there's a lot of people that are struggling this year, and I think there's a lot of people that are making their holidays smaller, and there's a lot of people that aren't doing holidays at all. So we've really focused our holiday inventory, which this year we're really calling a winter inventory because we brought it out a bit early. We're focusing it on value add. So these are the two products that I normally buy. I'm going to buy them together in this duo, and I'm going to get, it's going to be a little bit less. Wella has had some phenomenal ones this year for Invigo with the Brilliant and the Nutrient Rich. The Elements one is fantastic. And usually in any type of promotion, we want that extra product to be something that the client hasn't already tried, but they're going to fall in love with it, and then they're going to become a purchaser of that product, and they are going to help us build our retail business in the salon. So we managed all of that actually quite early in the fall. And then for me, because I do have an e-commerce store, this is my first year, we actually put all of our winter duos and all of our holiday promotions online only for the month of October, let them roll out on e-commerce, and then they came into the salon in the beginning of November. So we are starting quite early this year. So e-commerce has been very new for me, and I've been definitely following a couple other people that I love in this industry and watching what they're doing and asking for some advice. In the beginning, because it was just me running the business for 12 weeks while it was closed, it was all me. I got a good system down. I figured out how to do it, figured out all the ins and the outs. And then I have 4 people that work on my front desk, and I trained each of them how to do it. It's actually really quite simple. And that way, as soon as they get the email that says there's an e-commerce purchase, any person on the front desk feels strong enough and educated enough to be able to handle that, so that everybody can do it on the front desk. It doesn't have to necessarily wait for one person. We do have one person who's in charge of the inventory, because we don't want to have anything on that e-commerce site that we don't actually have in stock, where a client feels like they went to the trouble of ordering online, which is supposed to be easy and low effort, and then the store doesn't have the product that they want, which makes it not easy and more effort. So we try to manage that inventory really, really tight. My e-commerce is still growing, so my e-commerce inventory and my salon inventory are still one and the same. It's only businesses, once they grow their e-commerce quite large, where the e-commerce inventory and the salon inventory are separated. But I'm not there yet. I hope to be there someday, but I'm not there yet. Yeah, we have a loyalty program. We always have. I think it's really important. I think one of the things that I really learned early on in business is that it is more beneficial to me to keep my loyal clients happy and bonus them and give them benefits and perks for being a regular and loyal client. A lot of times in business, we're always told to go out and get new clients and offer a discount to new clients and offer a bonus to new clients. You need new clients. But I've always tried to run it more focused on the people that are already in-house and the people that already love us, and bonus them and benefit them so that they're talking about us more, and more new clients just naturally and organically walk through the door. So it's a point system that the computer tracks. And as you spend money for either retail or services in the salon, you earn bonus points, and then those points can be redeemed for haircuts. We run a blow dry bar out of the salon, so anything in the blow dry bar and anything in the retail area. We don't run it for color, but we do run it for non-technical services and retail. What would I have done differently? Oh, that's such a good question. I think when you look back, there's always a lot of stuff that you would have done differently. The one thing that I did that started out to be a slight uphill climb and turned into literally Mount Everest was the rebooking of all of the canceled clients. Because my salon is the size that it is, and because I had a whole bunch of hairdressers in-house that were doing, 14 services a day, they were double booking clients all day. We made a commitment to our clients that we were going to rebook all of the appointments that were canceled during the pandemic. And of course, we thought it was a great idea to call everybody, and that was bananas. So I think we had some 1,200 appointments we had to reschedule. I had to bring the front desk team in a week early to get on the phone and start calling everybody. Our appointment system naturally tracked who we needed to call, but calling, leaving messages, people getting back to you a couple of days later, I mean, it really turned into a cluster. It was really super challenging. So I think if there was anything that I probably would have done differently, I probably should have grouped weeks of appointments into bulk emails. Obviously, no one could see other people's emails, and given people time slots to call back and rebook where we were answering the phone as opposed to making phone calls, because I was a part of the team that made those phone calls, and it was a grisly week. I'm not going to lie. It was a lot of work. So I probably, looking back now, could have done that differently. But you only know what you know. And I mean, we're a personal business. You want to talk to everybody, but some of us were on the phone with clients for 20, 25 minutes in each phone call. It was a lot. It was a lot. So yeah, I probably would have done that differently. Our monthly newsletters can go out via text. But one of the things for me, again, is that we moved from an older software system to a newer software system, and we migrated over. And so anybody that we didn't have a current email for, we sort of considered was a client that really was dormant and not part of the business anymore. So we have committed to focusing on email for 8 months until we know what the actual true functional and loyal base of the clients are, and then I'll open up the texting again. But we don't have our hairdressers texting from their phones. We don't have the front desk texting from their phones. It's just too many avenues of information. That's the other thing about a business my size, is that you have to streamline how people can connect with you, or it's just too easy to miss. It's too easy to miss a text. If you've got emails, people can message you from your software system. People can message your hairdressers on Instagram. People can leave a voicemail. Like, it's too much. You have to streamline so that you can be really effective with your communication so you don't miss anything. I think the thing that's the most important to remember right now is that even though we feel like we're literally so deep in the forest we can't see the trees, this is not forever. And this too shall pass. And I think that what I try to tell myself every day is that I just need to be present. I need to be in the moment. I need to be kind. I need to remember that everybody's going through it. Everybody's stressed. Everybody has anxiety. Everybody's worried about their jobs. Everybody's worried about finances. Everybody's worried about health and safety and like real issues. I'm pretty sure, 10 months ago, we were all worried about the Starbucks lineup. Like, we're all really worried about really real issues right now, and everybody is in it. So I think we just have to take everything with some softness and offer some empathy and be nice to everybody, because, there's days that is more challenging for me and less challenging for me. And I think everybody have days where they feel like, yeah, I got this, and business feels good, and I feel good, and I feel happy. And literally the next day, you can feel like you just want to burn it all down. So I think that we just all need to be really nice and know that kindness makes the world go round. And if we all just do our best to do good, that we're going to get through this with a few less scrapes and a little less bumps, and that we'll all survive this. I just want to thank everyone for sharing time with me today. I wish you all a safe, healthy, and prosperous holiday season. Thank you so much.